Okay. You all said that I was gone. So hopefully, hopefully you'll find me in my new place. Yay! Well, Dana found me. Man, I don't know. You're here, Dana. That's great. YouTube has gotten funkier and funkier and is throwing people out of their own lives, not allowing them to get in their lives, taking away subscribers, running extra slow, making the chat bounce around. Yeah, Dana, exactly. That's really annoying. Okay, so I got 3 people back. Hi, Susan. Thank you all for following me over here. Good Lord. I've already had such a long day. I was like, come on, YouTube. Okay. So, this in general, I believe, are very collectible, desired items for 2 reasons. Number 1, because it's a Yankee candle. Number 2, because it's a holiday Yankee candle. Okay. This has never been used. It's new old stock. And it is from, hold on, I want to tell you the year. I used to know it. Was bought at Macy's 2012. Was bought at Macy's. And I will take it apart for you in a minute. So it's in its carrying case. It could be gifted to someone who loves this type of thing. It is a Yankee balsam and cedar tea light candle holder. You see the Christmas tree? I'm going to take it out of its package. It has the original place where the 4 scented candles went, which smell really good. I took them out of this because I've had it stored and they smell so strongly that I thought I should put them in a scented bag. They are these green. They really smell like a balsam tree. Never been used, but they still can be. The wick comes right up in here. It's right there. Let me show you another one. See, the wick is not melted in. So there's 4 of those. I promise you it smells good unless you hate scented candles. Some people don't like scents. But these are strong, but not overpowering, and you burn one at a time. So it is white porcelain Christmas tree. This is the top with the star. And the light shines through there with the candle at night. You know, you could even get really tricksy. And I bet you could find little tiny ornaments, possibly even the ones that go on those Holland mold trees, and stick them in some of these holes. Some of them are a little small and some of them are bigger, but you could get really fancy and make this into a whole thing. And then this is the bottom. Hold on. That's not looking so good. There you go. This is the bottom. It's just white porcelain. This is where the tea light goes. Never been used. It's new old stock. Yankee candle, 2012. I've had it for a year waiting for Christmas. And it just goes together like this on your table. Now you could put any tea light you want, including an electric one. You don't have to use these, but it comes with those. And it is, this information is already on here. It is 8.5 tall by 5 inches at its widest. And it weighs about almost a half a pound. And it comes in its container. $20 start. I think it's really pretty. I think it's very elegant, very simple. Once again, if you didn't want this in your main room, you could have it in the kitchen. You could have it in the bathroom with an electric votive or a scented votive. And you could jazz this up a little bit if you want. I like it plain. I think it's really elegant, just like this. I would leave it be. The top has that decoration, the scalloping and draping. There you go. And the star. No chips, no cracks. Good, Patricia. So $20. I think it's really beautiful. You know, if it doesn't sell in my next couple sales, I may keep it. It's one of those things that as a smaller decorator now that I could have out on my table with my crystal trees and my bottle brush and my vintage postcards, my runners, my ephemera, all that stuff. So here you go. Okay. Let's see. I'll put this down here as well. Well, y'all. What should I do now? I don't know. Okay. How about this? Start at $5 choice. $5 choice. Oh, this is the whole thing. Hold on. I'll get it. But it's all back here because of the preview. Woo. Okay. So I brought a couple of these last time. There's 4 of them. My grandma, Greenie, bless her heart, she made these with her women friends in the late 60s, early 70s. There are 4 of these. What they are is rolled paper glued together. They are rolled paper mache beads, except for where you see the seed beads. Let me take one of them. This is, and these are really long. These are, hold on, let me get one. These are in, hold on, I've got myself into a tangle. I feel like Christmas tree lights that you don't store right, and then now they're all tangled up. Oh my goodness. I never should have done that. Hold on. This is terrible. Sorry. Okay. Here we go. So here's one of them. So I'm going to do like this to give you an idea. Of how long. And I'm going to show you up close. See that? This took a lot of work. And they're really freaking cool. And some of them have like a little bit of writing on them. It's all just cut strips of paper, even this one, that they paper mached and glued together and then made necklaces. $5 is a really good deal on these handmade kitsch, good housekeeping magazine projects. Everyone is different. Hey, Leanne, how's it going? Thank you for coming in. These are just like freaking awesome. And I was thinking that you could use this on your smaller, like bottle brush trees, not the real small ones, but a little bit bigger, as instead of lights. Obviously, you can also wear them. And see things like that. I mean, how cool is that paper mache bead? And how, this is one of them. How long is it? I don't know. If I doubled this to wear, goes pretty well with my jean shirt. Here you go. So it falls right to the middle of your chest, doubled. And it looks pretty good. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. Yep, I think it's pretty fashionable. So how long? They're all about this length. So doubled, it is, good Lord, doubled is about 16, so 32. So they're about 3 feet long. 3 feet long. So there is this one, which I will say is in the scheme of reds. But that's hard to say because it's really not. But so it's the seed beads. And the seed beads are dark red. See down by my hand? They're dark red. They're not light red. So that's one choice at $5 start. This one is, I'll call it blues and yellows. Remember, they're all the same length, all hand done paper mache beads. Yep, that's what I'm thinking, Dana. I mean, they're just, people don't do this anymore. People don't sit around and spend time doing this, but I'm here to tell you, I think I'd actually love to do this with a group of people on YouTube. I mean, you could even take these apart and use the paper mache beads for all kinds of things. So, and then there's this one. Oof. That's blues and reds. Right? And this one that to me more leans to the yellows and purples with yellow seed beads. 3 feet long, all handmade. It took someone, God only knows. Think about it. 8 to 10 hours to make these beads and then string them together. This is a guess, educated guess. So $5 choice. Yeah, and they would be great garlands. And here they are all together. I mean, they're just, and they're on a stiff, almost like metal wire. And I think they're fantastic. I don't know that I'll find another set of these anytime soon. Not this long and not this well made. Like I said, my grandma made these. These are better than the ones she made. They're put together much better. And they're just, I think they're artisan fabulous. Okay. Where do I put these? Stay there, stuff. Okay. So I'm going to say pass. And we're going to move to this. I don't know that this is that old. 20 years. I'm not sure it's 20 years old. 10? Okay. I'm not sure. $15. It is a very long angel tasseled runner. It's got that old machine crisp hand stitched look on the edges. I do not believe that it's actually hand stitched, but it has that machine look of hand stitching. It is very thick. It feels waterproofed to me. Can you see it? Yeah. So here's the tassels, and it just runs on. There's one tiny bit of slight water stain right there. Very small. And on and on. I'll show you the back. I hope I'm showing this well. I have no idea because I can't see. So you see the stitching. I would say this was likely sold at a place like Macy's. It does have this one side, does have this one streak of discoloration. I would think OxiClean would get that out. How long is this all together? For $15 for your table runner or your entryway runner, the middle of your table, whatever you're doing. Like I said, I don't bring very many holiday items because it's just not my thing to pick up. It would, I would have had to have been planning it, and it takes a lot of forethought, and I don't have the room to stash all of that. 18 times 2 is 36. 3.5 feet. I feel like it's 3.5 feet. I feel like it's longer than that though. 3.5 feet by 13 inches. 3.5 feet by 13 inches. I'm going to stand up and hold it. Oh no, because that's doubled. It is 6 feet long. That's why. Because it's folded. So it is 6 feet long. So for $15, you've got your golden cherubs with their tassels that are in perfect condition. Centerpiece, 6 feet long. So this would go over your mantle. You guys know what you would do with it, right? And it's starched, no wrinkles, very thick, very heavy duty gold. It has that thick crispness. It's like a linen. Linen might not be the right word. It's a thick material though. That is correct. Let's see. I appreciate that you all are here, but I'm not thinking I'm presenting you with the right items. How about, did anyone watch the preview that I posted right as I was coming live? Because I had to have surgery on my big toe today, so everything got confuddled up. $35 start. $35 start. There are 4 of these. These are Retired Pottery Barn hand-painted stoneware. They are from about 2004, 2005. They are owls. They are winter holiday mugs for your cocoa, for your soup, for you, for your kids. Each one incorporates all the colors of the other. They were never used. I think they're great. I showed them last time. So this one is blue with an orange handle, red inside, green lip. Here's your Pier 1. Pier 1's very collectible, high quality stuff. These probably were up to $50 for the set of 4. Here is your light green owls with your red handle, your orange, and your blue. There's 4 altogether. Boy, this is really blowing out the color. This is a dark, let me see if I can move that away. This is see in my hand, this is a dark orange. Because see, my nails are like brick red. This is a dark orange. Dark. I wonder, why doesn't it want to show dark orange? There you go. Inside if I go like this, it's a dark orange, man. Trust me. Yeah, I know. Patricia, we're all financially challenged, and I've actually really lowered all my prices a lot with that in mind. And that's why I'm doing the holding an open box for 2 weeks. And while I'm not bringing you lower quality items, I'm searching for things that I can afford to purchase and maybe have to sit on for a little while, not forever, that I can offer to my friends for a price that maybe they can afford, and I know this last week has been raging vintage Christmas sales. And so people have probably spent a ton of money at these all day long marathons, right? And I'm not that holiday person, but so, here I am. So it's dark orange, blue, green. I'm financially challenged. And then this is dark red, like tomato red with green, orange, and a blue handle. And $35 is for these fantastic soup or hot cocoa winter holiday mugs. Is fantastic. They were never used. And if you want them to, they can come with this. They fit in this holder so that it doesn't take up counter room. I kind of think that this metal thing, in the one hand, it keeps them all organized and keeps them out of your hair. But on the other hand, it's kind of unnecessary and it cheapens the look to me. But they did come with it. So it's 100%. If you wanted it, I would ship them with it. So, and then they just stack in there and you just have it in the corner, right? So I'm going to stack them all up and I'm going to say pass. Did anyone watch the preview? Is there something in particular that you were interested in today? Because I'm just going to keep rolling. And then tomorrow decide on my items for my lovely collaboration sale with Picasso Kathy. But in the meantime, I'm just going to keep rolling on with stuff unless someone says, hey, I'm really interested in whatever it is that the preview was uploaded right as I was coming on. It's also over on Instagram. Let's see. I'm going to show this little guy. I've shown him a few times. And so we're going to say pass on the owl mugs for now. I'm going to say start. I know how much I paid for them. And so I can't. I'm willing to make a few dollars, but I can't just make back what I paid. Although with a few items I've done that. But I can't do that with him. So he starts at 12. That leaves me earning maybe $2. I'm not sure. He is a circus boxer dog. He is porcelain. He has no chips or cracks. He is made in Japan. His collar is cold paint, but the rest of him is glazed paint. So he's likely from the 50s. There's a couple spots where the cold paint is a little frayed, but not a big deal. There's his little bottom. And here's his underneath, just from sitting on a table. Hi, Patty Rose. How's it going? Nice to see you. I'm okay. I had minor surgery on my big toe today, so I'm waiting for that to have some issues, but then I've been running around like a nut all morning, but other than that, I'm okay. It's always something. So this little guy, he's just about like 3 inches tall. Porcelain. Little circus collar. 1950s. Boxer. Patty, I will have it elevated as soon as the sale is over. I keep trying to put it up on this. Ow! Oh, shouldn't have done that. I keep trying to put it up on this pillow thing that I have over here, but I have to keep turning around. So yeah, it's as soon as I'm done with the live sale, it will be elevated. Trust me, because it hurts. The anesthesia is wearing off. Not a good time. It looks okay. This is TMI, but it appears as though I may have to have my toenail removed for the second time. And they do something where you permanently never have a toenail again. Yeah. And everything was done to my toe, but having the nail removed. 10 months ago, it was removed. Everything else you could think of that you could do to a toenail was done to this toenail. And no, I don't have diabetes or anything, so I don't know what the heck is going on. But man, getting old is not for sissies. That's all I have to say. Okay, so this little guy started at 12, which was the best I can do, and I'm going to pass. And when the sale's over, I will put my foot up. So, let's do a really inexpensive little thing. And remember, if you see anything, if you run back through this and you see something you like, or you see something in the preview, just stop me in the chat. Just stop me in the chat. Thanks, Patty. Stop me in the chat and say, hey, what about the blah, blah, blah? I'd like to revisit that. Or make me an offer. Maybe there's something I can work with you on a little bit. I don't know. Maybe not, but it doesn't hurt to ask. And hopefully the open boxes for 2 weeks, unless you need it right away, helps too on shipping. So these are $6. Boy, if my typing worked, that would be good. $6 choice. $6 choice. First one is poinsettia. It's a little poinsettia Christmas pen. Well, it's not little, but it was probably made in the, I'm going with the late 70s, early 80s. It's nothing special, but it's, you know, your holiday time pen. It's a red coated metal. There's a tiniest bit of wear in a couple places, but not much. And you know, really, this could be late 60s, early 70s, but it's on the lower end of costume jewelry. Because remember, I sold it for years. So I know, but you see how this is in the middle? That kind of puddling pot metal leans more towards 60s, 70s than 80s. So that's the only reason I say that. And then the back is just your basic safety clasp. And it is big. It is a big one. It is really pretty this time of year. It is 2.5 inches long by 2 inches wide at its widest. So that's choice number one. Choice number two is this 1950s flower burst atomic red rhinestone pin. Again, it was likely made in Japan, late 50s, early 60s. Nothing special, but beautiful and perfect for this time of year. Let me see if I can get this. I love these things, but and 20 years ago, this would have been selling for $20. The price has gone down, so I'm letting it go down. This is probably around what I paid for it, unless I got it in a lot. And it is, but it's time to let go of this stuff. 1.5 inches long. 1.5. So it's about half the size of the other one. So I see Patty in at 6. And it's for a choice. Shipping would be nothing also. Remember, if you want them shipped right away, you need to send me an email stating that. So I'm going to say, going once. Going twice. Sold to Patty Rose. I love your name, Patty Rose. Patty, which one or ones did you want? The atomic. Yep. That's what I thought. Good choice. Good choice, my friend. Okay. Patty, I need your information. I'm pretty sure I don't have your information. So it's in my channel description. I'm on Instagram, but I just typed it in. mscwalker@att.net. So you know what I need, Patty. And like I said, I'm holding boxes for 2 weeks. I will bill you in 48 hours for the items now. Then next week I'll bill you again along with shipping and then ship it. And that way we're saving on shipping. Okay? Nice buy. Lovely pen. Thank you, Patty. Okay. let's do some more jewelry for a few minutes and then a couple big items. And then let's see where we wind up. Okay. So these are going to start. Did anyone want the mistletoe? If anyone does, just holler at me as I'm going through this. These are going to start at 15 choice. The first one is this beautiful silver toned brushed metal, like dahlia burst, starburst. This is a actual collectible maker. This is a listener brooch. If you know anything about your costume jewelry, this is a high-end collectible. They hold their value. I'm letting it go for about $10 under what it's worth because I would like it to go to a good home and I don't want to hoard all this jewelry. It too is about 3 inches long. It sparkles and shines in that silver tone. It has this nice little stem. Here is the back. This is probably early 80s, late 70s for listener. There is the listener stamped there with your safety clasp. This is not a metal. It doesn't come off. That is the metal and it's brushed and it shines and it's raised so that it's concave. It raises up above your outfit. That's the first one. This is the second one. It is a brushed gold tone with light blue and dark blue inset rhinestones. It's a bow like this. Let's do this right. It's got the colors they're Christmas. I mean, they're just beautiful and it really sparkles. They're very nice inset stones. You see how the metal shines? It too is built up, so it has some depth. It is not signed. It is very likely 60s, possibly 50s. But if it's 50s, it's late 50s. I'm going more with 60s. But, it's a little tricky. So it easily could be 50s, especially because it's got this Y clasp. So 15 choice. This would look really pretty with my blue outfit right now. It just really sparkles. Be a stunning holiday piece. And again, remember that vintage jewelry is in with the young crowd. So what is that? So you have kids, I call them kids, but they're young adults. This type of thing is really big. They're on everyone's jackets, hats. I really like this one, even though, and I love the listener, even though the listener is the collectible one. I think they look great together. And I really like the stem. Okay. Thank you, Patty. I trusted you to send your information because you're on it. So I see Patty in. I'm going to say going once. I hope I smile a lot, you guys. because I feel like sometimes I just get caught up in, describing the vintage, and I forget to smile at you and talk to you. So I apologize if that's the case. And I just put in a cat symbol, which is really weird. Don't ask me what I was doing. Going twice? Don't ask me. Sold to Patty Rose. Hey, Patty. Which one would you like now, honey? Unsigned blue one. Totally. Okay. That's a really nice one. I love the rhinestones. They're just so pretty. Thank you, Patty. Good choice. Good choice. Okay. Now, I'm going to do a big item and then go back to jewelry. I'm going to do a big item that these are really collectible. And I think they're just fun. But people literally have like the whole set of houses, like how you'd have a whole set of Precious Moments or Hummels or, So I'm going to start this at 25. 25. Now let me pick it up. Ugh. It is an Odagiri. Odagiri, Japan. Victorian house. The houses in San Francisco or Seattle, the West Coast houses that are still so prevalent. Cookie jar. 1979. This is the front. See the rounded roof top? And it's even got its little pinnacle. And there's the attic. The classic round window and the balcony look. These are all over in San Francisco and Seattle. Ugh. The little porch. The classic wood siding with only one window because you would have been really near your neighbor. And windows were expensive to put in at the turn of the century and mid 1800s. So that just wasn't a thing. The back door with its little Travis. Isn't that called a Travis? The window up top that opens and closes? Oh, I'm not saying the right word. No chips, no cracks, no dings. There's that. Let me show you the top. The lid. Here's just the lid with the house. See, the roof is very original as well. It has all the cutouts and indents of how the roof would have been. Here's the inside. It's in mint condition because, like I say, these were collectible, and they would put them out, a few every year, and people had whole collections of them. Here's the inside. And yeah, yep, 100%. And here is Odagiri, 1979. And it still has its original Odagiri sticker as well. So this would be good enough, right? But that adds to the value. And how tall is these things? Well, that's a good question. Tall as my head. Who was that? Helen, the New England thrifter. Martha and someone else, I think it was on Sunday, they were like measuring their heads. All of a sudden in their sale, they got on some kick where they were all measuring their head size so they could tell you how big items were in the future. I don't know, but it was pretty hilarious. 7 inches tall without the lid by 6 inches across. So then, hold on. And it only weighs about pound and a half. It's not super, super heavy at all, which is nice. If you were going to put the lid in there, it's another 3.5 inches at its tallest. So that makes an oversized box. That makes like a 14 and a half. No, it doesn't. Could be in a 12 inch box because I can just put the lid on the side of the house. So $25. Right. See, there you go, Patty. So, I mean, they were all measuring their heads, but they were like, some people were like, no, you have to go from the nose to the side. I don't know. It was very confusing. So, what the heck? My head. It's about 9 inches. I mean, maybe that's a standard thing. 9 inches long. I have no idea. Oh, Patricia. If you used to own a home like this, I mean, I'm sure you had your reasons for selling it, but my God, if I had to live in the city, I would want, if I could have my dream home, I would want a house like that, but not in a neighborhood in San Francisco. Nope. I don't want all that noise and all that. I'd want to magically pick it up and move it over here where my dad lives on this quiet little area with a creek in the backyard. So if I could have my fantasy, right? Okay. Right. I don't know. I think Trisha and I are more alike than I thought for a long time, but we're also very different. And that's what makes the world unique, right? So, oh my God, let me put it back. Before I bring some small items, I'm going to bring one more big item because it's right before Thanksgiving, and you might want it for Thanksgiving, and you might not. So, starts at $17. I've lowered the price a lot. Do we know what this is going to be, y'all? Who knows what this is? Type it in the chat because someone knows. These have been with traveling button. Sarah had a jadeite one, which was really cool, but they're all really cool. This is a candy dish, but it's a turkey candy dish. It's a turkey toilet. Yep, we went there, didn't we, Patricia? Yep. On Tammy, yesterday, I was there. I was there. So this is clear, but it's super iridescent, the way that the light catches it and the way that it was carved. So it's not just clear. This is heavy. This is probably about 3 pounds. Ellie Smith. Here's his gobbler. Got a big old gobbler. Really fine detail. Let me show you the bottom first so I don't break the lid. You can put your candies in here. You could put gravy in here. You could put hors d'oeuvres in here on the table. It is very heavy. It's hollow on the underneath. No chips, no cracks. Yep, put some fairy lights in it. Ellie Smith. These were done, I believe, in the 60s. I believe. But, you know, I am not an Ellie Smith expert, so For God's sakes, don't quote me on that. Because if anyone knows, let me know. Here's the sticker. It's not coming. Handmade by Ellie Smith in the USA. So this is the bottom, and you just see how the light, it constantly is. I mean, it's just pressed and all of that, but the way it's cut, it's super iridescent and super detailed and super fun. And now let me show you the lid. Same thing. I mean, like you see the feathers are actually feathers. So it's not just like a boring old piece of clear glass. Not at all. It's really, really finely done. Very detailed. Thick glass. That's why it's so heavy. Feels really smooth and gorgeous. And it's just iridescent and fabulous. And it is a male turkey, y'all. Here's the inside. And there you go. $17. That's half. It's a good $20, $25 cheaper than you're going to find it online. Although some people, who knows? I don't know. Some people could have it listed for, $15. I don't know. I'm selling it for $17. Right now at the holiday time, people would be, I think Tammy was asking more than that yesterday. Or maybe right around 16. I can't remember. I know a week ago I was asking 35. So I just cut the price in half. Ugh. Let me put this heavy guy back. My toe is starting to hurt. I'm going to show a few small things. And then I'm going to bounce, y'all. Because my toe is, the anesthesia is wearing off. I could feel it. And I need to go out tomorrow and source just a little bit for my collaboration on Picasso Cat's channel at 4:15 Eastern. Y'all should stop in. So this is just a sweet little bisque baby. I'm not making very much on it, but I wanted to rescue it. So I am. Now, she's in a little box. She or he, I mean, honestly, I don't know. It's an old, move that out of the way. It's an old bisque baby. And I mean old. See the parts in there that hold it together are like this springy kind of hair tie rubber band. It's hard to explain. And here, this arm is in and works. Nothing wrong with it. This arm as well is perfectly fine. Here's the little bum. It's a little bum. And this little leg is starting to stick out with the rubber band piece. So it needs to be tightened, or you would do whatever you would do. I'm not a doll person. And I do like old bisque and like frozen pennies. It doesn't have any maker on it, so I don't know the name. This leg is missing. Now, this is half of the foot. So this little girl is handicapped. She's disabled. She has a disability. She's missing her one foot. She needs a new prosthetic foot. But she is all bisque. She is definitely older. She has her little bloomers in the box that go over so her bum doesn't show. And whoa, she is a redhead. She's got a big head. I mean, this is a big head. It's like a newborn's head. It's shaped like a newborn's head where it's still got that super elongated kind of egg shape. So this is a newborn baby. There she is. She's super cute. Her clothes remind me of 50s, 60s. But I don't know lots about bisque babies. So she is available for someone to put her in an assemblage, craft her into something, take her body and put her inside a tin and put tinsel and stars and little miniature toys around her for an assemblage. She would be great for a crafting piece. I don't have the time to do all that, but I do always do a couple little pieces that I give to my friends. And, if she doesn't sell, I might include her for an assemblage. Little Christmas baby. Okay. People, I am going to... Okay. So let me ask you all, because my toe is starting to hurt. I have, a crackle glass, green crackle glass. Green crackle glass pitcher. A planter. I have a really old Jingle Bell when it turns baby toys. I think it's from the late 50s, early 60s. And I have some more jewelry. Those are just a few things I'm throwing out there. And I'm asking you, what, if any of those, would you like me to show you? Because I'm getting ready to close. I'm going to show you this one item while you're thinking about that. And if any of you have something out of those items that you would like me to show you one or two of after I show this item, let me know. Otherwise, this is going to be the last item of the day. And then I will round up some of these items and get some new items that I will have on Kathy Picasso Cat's channel tomorrow afternoon. And that information is on my Instagram, and it is at 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time on Picasso Cat's channel. She has been kind enough to invite me. And I'm going to enjoy it. And then, like I say, next week I have my Wednesday live sale. And then something's happening on Thanksgiving. So stay tuned for that. So, and then the following week, this first week in December, I have my Wednesday live sale and Friday with Karen Chasing Vintage on my channel. So I'm busy for me. In addition to caregiving, I'm busy. Then my toe, what the heck? That was not planned. It's not a convenient time. So start at 10. It is the Kneeling Santa figurine. He is kneeling over the baby Jesus. I thought that was really cool. He is made by Roman RR. And in 1988. Yep. The story of kneeling Santa. A few years ago, a father wondered if his children were so caught up in getting Christmas presents and toys that the real reason they were receiving them was lost. Ray Gower set out to change that with a figurine of Santa Claus, stocking hat respectfully doffed, kneeling at the manger of the Christ child. Mr. Gower's simple, powerful concept has been applauded by Christians of all denominations, used in children's services, inspired poems, and songs. May this rendition of the Kneeling Santa be an equally inspiring reminder in your home. It is still all new, packed in this box. I think it's so sweet. And I think $10, 1988 is a fabulous price. So it's not an ornament. It just would go on your mantle. And there, look at him contemplating the baby Jesus with his gloves on. That's really nice. His cap off. It's very lightweight. 1988. No C, no chips, no cracks. It is, I would say, cold painted. His red suit is cold painted. So he's clean, because I wouldn't want to do too much on him, because he doesn't, the white feels glazed, but the red feels cold painted. I could be wrong. $10, 1988 Santa with the baby Jesus. And here is the bottom. And yes, it was made in China, but that was in 1988. So, often we see China and we think, no, China. But things were made in China long before it was just mass-produced crap. And we need to remember that and not just overlook everything automatically. So, he comes in his box with his foam packaging. $10. And I don't see any interest. I got to put him back in his box so he's nice and secure. I think I'll bring him to Picasso Cat sale tomorrow. I have some things Heidi holds for what's happening on Thanksgiving too. Now, that'll be higher end. That's going to be a much higher end situation going on. So, I did not see any suggestions of anything that anyone wanted me to show while I was showing that. And I didn't see any interest in that. So, transom? Oh, transom window, Patricia. Right, transom. That's it. So since my toe is starting to hurt and it should be elevated, I'm one last time going to say, is there something that I showed in the beginning or that I showed in the preview or whatever that someone would like me to show before I call it a day? Oh, Dana, please go feed the pup. And thank you for coming. Thank everyone for coming. Thank everyone for being here today. I appreciate it. Patty, I'll look up your information. I'll invoice you within probably Friday or Saturday. And I hope people come tomorrow to Picasso Cat's channel. Yeah. Thank you, Dana. And I'll be bringing some of this, but also some stuff I haven't shown you and some new items worked in. Okay? Okay. Everyone, Have a fantastic afternoon. And if you forgot my email because you see something, it's in my channel description and I'm on Instagram. See you all tomorrow. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. Bye.